You have a commander-in-chief. His name is Donald Trump. What's the best case you can make for Donald Trump right now? What's the best case a Muslim soldier can make for Donald Trump?
As Americans, we are of all different faiths and all different religions, and that's something that the commander-in-chief and the rest of Americans should realize, that you can't pinpoint one particular race and religion based on some extremists that are just a minority compared to the entire religion as a whole.
Welcome back to The Real. It's a very special edition of Girl Chat because we're here with guest co-host Remy Ma and the host of CNN's The Messy Truth, Van Jones.
Van, so The Messy Truth allows you to talk to people from all over the country and hear a lot of opposing views.
Yeah.
What have you learned from them?
Well, I'm very concerned about Donald Trump. I don't like his policies, but I found that even though I think Trump is probably worse than I even feared, a lot of his supporters are better than I ever knew. Really good people can vote different ways, and I found people who voted for Donald Trump who actually understand. They were concerned about their jobs. They were concerned about, abortion rights and things like that. And so when you talk about people, but you don't talk to people, you always get it wrong. We got to start talking to each other. You got to start talking to each other.
Absolutely, I agree 100%.
I love that.
Sure, I love that.
Now, you participated in the Women's March that took place a few weeks ago. What kind of role do you think women can play in bringing about change?
Well, women are the backbone of the resistance. I mean, that's just the reality.
I like this job. Agree.
I tell you, he the truth, okay?
The messy truth. That's my show. But it is really true. 96% of African-American women voted against Donald Trump, voted for Hillary Clinton. That gives you a sense that women have a different view, especially women of color. And so it's so hard, though, to be a woman of color. You have to deal with racism. You have to deal with sexism. You have to take care of yourself and then educate everybody else. It's tiresome. And yet, it's unjust, it's unfair, but it's necessary because basically, white Republican guys are not going to be able to lead us to freedom. They don't know the whole history that you have to learn as a woman of color. And so even though it's tiresome, I was so proud to see so many women come out and say, you know what, we are ready to be even more involved, and it's going to have to continue. It has to continue.
So when you said white Republican guys,
Yes.
do you really mean all white Republican guys that way?
What I am observing is that we don't have a diverse country. We have bubbles that touch.
Yes.
And so if you are in certain communities, there are certain things you can only learn in those communities. I was in Appalachia. You have white, male, mostly Republicans there that are going through hell, and nobody knows their pain. They're losing their pensions. They're losing their health care. If you aren't from that community, you don't even know.
Right.
Similarly, if you're at a Native American reservation, blah, blah, blah. So there are some, I think we have to learn now, we all have blind spots, we all have sore spots, we need each other. But some of this stuff is going to have to be done by women because women get it in a different way. I do believe that.
Absolutely.
I do believe that.
You're saying the relating.
Yeah, the relating.
From a different soil.
I believe that. I believe that. You sit down.
So, Van, could you explain to us what exactly is the Love Army?
Yes. I feel like both political parties have gotten to a place, and you were trying to make sure I didn't go to that place, where we wind up accidentally offending each other.
Or
dividing each other.
From
And
the
it's
purpose.
so easy to do. Even when you're trying not to, you can wind up doing it. I'm guilty of that. And so what we're trying to do is with the Love Army is to stick up for the underdogs in the red states and the blue states. If you are poor and white and you are poor and black, you got more in common with each other than you know.
Yes.
If you know. So we got to start helping each other across these lines. That's what the Love Army is all about.
100%.
I love that.
I just feel so enlightened. I feel hopeful.
Me
So I'm
too.
so glad you're using it as such a powerful.
Thank you so much, Van.
I appreciate it.
You can catch Van Jones on CNN tomorrow night at 9 p.m. when he hosts a town hall for The Messy Truth along with Bill Maher.